see why it sets here so well, because this stuff is so fine, it just must grip it so well. It's like silk.
We'd been waiting out the weather in the river foul for a few weeks, but we're now needing a top-up of fuel, food and water in preparation for our imminent channel crossing. So we picked up anchor and headed the 8 miles south to Falmouth Yacht Haven Marina. We're Becca and Zach, a couple who recently, after years of dreaming, bought ourselves a beautiful 40-foot Colvic Victor sailboat. Life is short and the world is wide, and there are so many lessons to be learned. Laughs shared, people met, adventures had, and nautical miles to be sailed. And this is our way of sharing it all with you. Welcome to the Tay-Lee.
Bloody doing it!
So we've just pulled up in Falmouth Haven Marina, and it was a little bit of an interesting berthing experience because we had to kind of parallel park for the first time, and we had a lot of wind on our beam. But we did it, and now we're heading into Falmouth.
We picked up our Q flag and then headed to the supermarket, where we bumped into James, a subscriber of ours who kindly gave us a lift back to the marina.
It's crazily windy out here, and I'm just in our lazarette at the moment because our stern nav light stopped working because there's just bodged wiring here. This is what we're working with at the moment. It's a bit crap, to be honest. If I pull that, it just comes off. So yeah, rubbish. I'm gonna fix that. Whilst we were on the roll with nav lights, I decided to pop up the mast to figure out why our steaming light had stopped working. Oh yeah, this is a goner, Zach. Yeah. Oh yeah. This was the bulb, so yes, there's a reason why that wasn't working. I replaced that for an LED super snazzy one. Done it. And then I also checked the Windex. Now, I don't know whether anyone out there knows our Windex issue, but when we were heeling over on our first attempted passage across the channel, it would just not show an accurate reading. It would be really windy and it would just be showing like 5 or 6 knots.
Not right.
No, the wind isn't.
Look at the Windex, how slow it's going. It's pain. So, we thought it was too loose, and when Allspars came out and did our rigging inspection, they said it was too loose and needs tightening. So I went up, tightened it, and then it just stopped. So now we're in a bit of a quandary, because if I loosen it, it spins freely, but then it wobbles, and then if we heel over it stops, and then if I tighten it too much, it stops. I don't know. If anyone knows a good fix for that, let us know down below, because why food makes you yay food.
what?
So I've just packed up the dinghy. We're going to put it in our forward V-berth there, just because we don't want to keep it on the davits out the back at the moment, because we've put that big old solar panel on there at the moment. I think it would be fine on there, and probably going forwards we're going to have it on there for shorter journeys. But as this is probably going to be a little bit rocky and we're doing an overnight passage, we want to just fold it all away, not have to worry about it, and just chuck it in the V-berth. And I have just finished doing the Windex. I'm really feeling happy about that. But we've been on the go today, and we've actually just stopped to have a meal. And funny enough, it's not a cooking meal in the traditional sense, it's actually Y Food, and we'd like to thank Y Food for sponsoring today's video. So Y Food are a new category of food called smart foods, and this isn't a diet, this isn't a protein shake, it's a nutritionally complete meal in one bottle or powder. So it's really good for if you're on the go and you just want to grab some food really quickly and have it, and not have to eat something which is full of rubbish. Yeah, and they are so yummy. We've got the coffee powder here, which is really nice. It's also got naturally occurring caffeine in it, which is always nice for that little boost. And then we do also have the bottles here if you're on the go, and for when we do passages. It's going to be so nice just to grab one of these and have it without having to worry about even washing up. If you guys want a little discount that we've managed to get you, we'll leave it on the screen and down below, so be sure to go and check that out. We're still in Falmouth this morning. We're just about to leave for St. Mawes, which is just across the channel. I just want to say a massive thank you to a guy called John who came over this morning and just said hey and dropped off a Cornish courtesy flag, which is really, really sweet. So we're going to put this up for the last few days. We're going to be in Cornwall.
We hoisted the flag, cleaned the spreaders, and then hopped the 2 miles over to St. Mawes Bay, where we would be departing from the next day. There's a boat that was just about to anchor, and it came up really close to us. I looked down and I saw their mast, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, they're dropping it there. No, they're literally.
They're still going forward. She said, should I put it in reverse?
Yeah, you're gonna hit that.
Do you want to just go tell them? Just say, we're going to spin differently than you. Oh, Zach's going to go say something. Just say,
say there's like a space.
Zach! Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
But they got literally within a metre of our panel. Just say you recommend over there.
I recommend literally anyone else apart from there. If it wasn't going to be really light wind tonight, I wouldn't have concern, but all of this here is an anchorage you can anchor in. All of it down there and all of it over there. Anything past the yellow buoys you can anchor in. There's tons of space for it. Sorry, I would not be saying anything. We had a friend who got dragged into here a couple of days ago. After that anchoring shenanigans, it was time to sit down and plan our crossing. After last time, we were taking no chance of the weather, so we purchased Predict Wind and a combination of our own written pilotage plan, the book we were given, and a lot of weather research later, we were feeling confident for the next morning. It was time to have a break, and we headed over to our friends George and Sinead's boat Mahuhu for a tour around their all-electric engine.
Wait, and this is your engine?
Yeah, that's the motor. That's it.
No way.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's about right. Oh, you could live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Oh. No grease, no.
That's crazy.
That bill's usually black. And then if you move the throttle, if you put it back,
yeah,
just because we're in a mooring, so that's this one here.
Whoa.
Oh, it's just always on then? No, not always, I'll just turn the key on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. How long does the battery last on it, on cruising speed?
Is this the remaining?
That's remaining.
Yeah.
It'll go down probably to about 6 hours, it'll keep adjusting itself. You still get 6 hours out of it? Yeah. And then it gets all the charge it needs from the panels? Yeah, so the boat will do about 2 knots just on solar alone in really good weather. Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah. How many amp hours do you have?
200 at 48 volts, so that's 10 kilowatt hours.
10 kilowatt hours, yeah.
Which we were going to double, but it's actually done us fine for this year. It's all lithium batteries, obviously. Yeah.
My theory is if we can survive doing what we've done in the UK,
yeah,
when we get out, it's going to be absolutely
yeah. It's so cool.
Okay, we're off.
Bye, England. Great.
Put the autopilot on, I'm going to get everything rigged up. You just keep an eye out for
Oh, I just had to go up the mast. That's really scary. We had to go nearly to the top when we're moving and this wave coming in. And it was really rocky and my hands were shaking. I did it. We hadn't seen any other boats for quite a while when, out of the blue, we saw 5 anchored ships on our AIS. Even though they weren't moving, it was still pretty intimidating passing their bows.
Sitting at 5.5 knots, we were making great progress and we breezed over the 50 nautical miles heading out of Falmouth. An odd grey line in the sky made the temperature drop a little bit, so we headed inside to warm up.
Oh,
easy. I need to hold on to something here.
Wind's picked up quite a lot and the sea state has changed. Now we're getting beam on waves. The initial swell is coming under us from this direction, from west. And that's about 1.5 metres, and then we've got the constant beating of the waves on the other side of us from the east from just the wind. It's just about taking some breaths and realising that the boat has completely got this, we've got this, and yeah, just buckling in for the slightly rocky road.
The rocky night.
The rocky ride. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, so it's now, what is the time?
7:30.
7:30, and it's getting really cosy. The wind's dropped a bit, but we're still powering along, which is nice. And the waves have dropped a little bit, so we flattened out, which is quite nice. Yeah, we're going about 4 knots, let me see. Oh, 4.3 speed over ground, which isn't bad at all. We're making really good headway. I'll show you on the little mini chart we have here. So yeah, that's where we left. That's where we're going. Nicely avoiding the shipping lanes, which are there. And yeah, we've got this quite technical bit in the morning, which will be fine because it's going to be daylight. But yeah, we're making good progress. We should be aiming to be here for about 6 in the morning. So there. Doing good. We've got our nav lights on now and we're just kind of looking out for cargo ships because there's a lot of them out because they're all heading to the shipping lanes. So that's probably going to be the one thing overnight that we just need to keep an eye on. We've got our AIS alarm on, but one of us is always going to be on watch, obviously. Hopefully the wind doesn't pick up too much like it was meant to do at midnight. It got windy earlier, so hopefully that was kind of it, but that would be the only other thing.
It's only meant to get up to 20 knots.
It's only meant to get up to 20 knots, so it's not bad. It was just because the swell was being brought with it quite consistently that we were just rolly, but totally manageable, and we're both feeling a lot more confident and happy than last time, which is just lovely. So yeah, we're just watching a film and we've had some dinner and it's all cosy on Tay-Lee and we're feeling in good spirits. And
it's nice and warm in here.
Yeah, it's really warm and we're really excited to get to France. We've been talking about all the things we're going to do when we get there. So it's currently 9 o'clock PM and Zach has just gone to sleep for the night. Well, for 3 hours. He's gone to sleep and then he'll wake up about 11:30 and then he'll take over and I'll get some sleep. But it's really nice out here. I've been writing in a journal and about to read some book, but we're not even that far away from France. I think we're about 40 nautical miles. Which is crazy. I can't believe we're doing it, and yeah, just I'm so happy. I'm like completely alone. Well, Zach's in, but I'm alone in the channel. There's some cruise ships and cargo ships, but I'm still pretty alone. It's like the best feeling. Like it's pitch black outside, and I'm sailing, and I'm in charge of the vessel. I'm just not scared. I just feel so at peace and just right, yeah, like last time, right where I'm meant to be right now. The sea's being calm to us and yeah, good first watch. So it's now 1 in the morning and I've just woken up from a nap. We're actually hooning along. I'm really heeled over. It feels good to get the boat really moving, but we're actually way too early. So we expected to be at our second waypoint off the Channel de Fur lighthouse at 6 in the morning, and then that'll give us an hour to kind of just slowly go with the tide down Channel de Fur, but it's 1 in the morning and we're 15 miles away. So yeah, we've gone a little bit fast, which is kind of a nice feeling. but we don't want to hang around by the entrance to the traffic separation zones just because it's not that fun. We're going to head to the coast a bit more, but we're going to take a detour upwind and then head along the coast until the time is right and the sun's come up, because we're not doing Chanel de Four without the sun, because it's quite a complex, well, it's just a bit of a hard, oh, it's not hard, what's the word, Zach?
You want to do it in the light, really, especially the first time.
Yeah, it's navigationally challenging, let's say, and there's lots of markers and stuff indicating rocks, so you just want to be able to see them really well. We've actually just come up with a second plan to slow ourselves down. We didn't want to drop the main or reef the main really, because the main's stopping us from wobbling so much in the swell, and our mizzen is a stabilising sail too, so what we've decided to do is take a reef in our Genoa, because that's really pulling us along. So yeah, we're just taking it to the first reefing point and hopefully it'll slow us down. To be fair, we've dropped down to about 3 knots now. Speed has never been an issue for us before, so I guess it's a nice thing, but hooning towards the Channel de Four isn't really what we want to be doing right now. So yeah, we're slowing right down and aiming to be there on time.
So we were waiting out at the channel a little bit last night just to make sure that we were coming close to land in daylight. Probably left it a little bit too late. We probably could have taken off another 5 nautical miles or so, but it's not the end of the world. We should still have the tides mostly coming with us. Right at the end of the bottleneck, there'll probably be like slack tide, so the currents will slow down, which will hopefully be nice for us, and it'll be a nice gentle passage through there, and then it'll be a left-hand turn to Brest.
We were then joined by what we thought was either a really fat solo dolphin or a pilot whale. He's having so much fun with us! Chanel de Four is known as a pretty dangerous stretch of water due to the tons of rocks and narrow channel. Also, because the tidal difference can be up to 7 metres, the water gushes between the islands, so you have to be sure to time it right. However, as it is such a big shortcut, as long as you are careful, it's a really exhilarating route. We're just passing the entrance to Chanel de Four. We're currently going about 6.5 knots or something, yeah. So we're going to zip through there. So we just want to be super on the lookout, binoculars, all the markers, and yeah, make sure that we hit the right channel. We could not believe the speed we were going. 8, 9, almost 10 knots. This old Ketch was in her element, and so were we. And aside from the pretty confused seas on the other side of the channel, we cruised into Brest. Oh wait, and aside from this guy who gave us enough wake for us to get our boards out and surf. Savage. He doesn't care. We cruised into the berth in the marina, elated, proud, and pretty tired after crossing the English Channel.